Walt Disney revolutionized entertainment with his pioneering animation, iconic characters, and visionary theme parks, leaving a legacy that shaped global culture. From Mickey Mouse to Disneyland, his creations brought joy to millions. In this video, we'll explore Walt Disney's life and career, his cultural impact, his personal journey, and his net worth and lifestyle. Be sure to support the channel by liking this video, sharing it with friends, and subscribing for more incredible stories. About Disney's early life and education. Walter Elias Disney was born on December 5, 1901, in Chicago, Illinois, to Elias Disney, a carpenter, and Flora Call Disney, a schoolteacher. The fourth of 5 children, with brothers Herbert, Raymond, and Roy, and sister Ruth, he moved to Marceline, Missouri, at 4, where he developed a love for drawing, later attending McKinley High School in Chicago and studying at the Kansas City Art Institute. About Disney's personal life. Walt married Lillian Bounds on July 13, 1925, in Lewiston, Idaho, and they had 2 daughters, Diane and Sharon. The couple lived in Los Angeles, where Walt built a home in Los Feliz with a pool and gardens. He passed away on December 15, 1966, in Burbank, California, from lung cancer, shortly after surgery, leaving a profound legacy. About Disney's lifestyle, properties, vehicles, and net worth. At the time of his passing in 1966, Walt Disney's net worth wasn't precisely documented, but with a legacy that included over 100 iconic films, pioneering television programs, and the creation of Disneyland, experts estimate his fortune, adjusted for inflation, sat between $100 and $150 million. Unlike most entertainment moguls, Walt funneled much of his wealth back into imaginative ventures, building dreams instead of simply collecting riches. His Los Feliz estate in Los Angeles, purchased in 1932, exuded timeless elegance. The 4-bedroom residence showcased meticulously crafted crown molding, arched doorways, and custom hardwood flooring throughout. The cozy living room featured a grand stone fireplace beneath hand-hewn wood beams, creating a perfect balance of warmth and sophistication. The kitchen blended modern functionality with nostalgic charm, outfitted with vintage-inspired appliances, marble countertops, and polished brass fixtures. A private home theater included plush velvet seating and Art Deco sconces, while the mosaic-tiled pool shimmered beside professionally landscaped gardens, offering a sanctuary of peace and artistry. During the construction of Disneyland, Walt resided in a quaint yet charming 1-bedroom apartment above the Main Street fire station within the park. Though modest in size, the space featured custom woodwork, antique furnishings, a built-in writing desk, and a large bay window overlooking the heart of the park, a personal retreat where imagination met reality. Walt's vehicle collection reflected refined taste and a deep affection for classic Americana. He regularly drove a 1955 Packard Clipper, a sleek sedan known for its clean lines and chrome detailing. For leisurely drives, he opted for a 1947 Lincoln Continental convertible, complete with white wall tires and a deep navy finish. Most notable was his beloved 1/8 scale Carrollwood Pacific Railroad, a hand-engineered miniature train that wound through his Holmby Hills backyard on nearly half a mile of track, designed with working steam engines and intricate trestles. More than just a toy, it was a mechanical marvel that captured Walt's playful soul and passion for innovation. About Disney's faith. Walt was raised in a Christian household, with his father Elias a devout Congregationalist. While he maintained a moral outlook in his work, emphasizing family values, he wasn't overtly religious as an adult, focusing more on universal themes of hope and optimism in his films and parks. About Disney's early career. Walt began as a commercial artist in Kansas City, working at Pessman Rubin Art Studio, where he met Iwerks. They founded Laugh-O-Gram Films in 1920, producing fairy tale cartoons, but the studio went bankrupt in 1923. Moving to Hollywood, he and Roy started Disney Brothers Studio, creating the Alice Comedies series, blending live action and animation. About Disney's rise to fame. In 1928, Walt created Mickey Mouse after losing the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Steamboat Willie, the first synchronized sound cartoon, premiered that year, making Mickey a sensation. The 1932 color cartoon Flowers and Trees won an Oscar, and 1937 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a full-length animated feature, grossed $1.5 million, cementing his fame. About Disney's career peak. Walt's 1940s saw classics like Pinocchio, Dumbo, and Fantasia, despite a 1941 animator's strike. His 1950 successes included Cinderella and Peter Pan, while TV shows like The Mickey Mouse Club and Davy Crockett soared. Disneyland opened in 1955, costing $17 million, becoming a cultural landmark and proving his vision for family entertainment. About Disney's later career. In the 1960s, Walt produced Mary Poppins in 1964, blending live-action and animation, a major success. He planned Walt Disney World and Epcot in Florida, envisioning a futuristic community, though he died before its 1971 opening. His final years focused on expanding his theme park legacy, despite declining health from lung cancer. About Disney's business ventures. Walt founded Disneyland Records after the Davy Crockett theme song sold 10 million copies. He invested in real estate, buying 27,000 acres in Florida for Walt Disney World, and produced educational films for the FBI. His company also acquired the Celebrity Sports Center in Colorado, diversifying his entertainment empire beyond animation. About Disney's awards and achievements. Walt won 22 Academy Awards, including Best Cartoon for Flowers and Trees in 1932, and received 48 total Oscars and 7 Emmys. He earned the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1964, honorary degrees from Harvard and Yale, and France's Legion of Honor, reflecting his global cultural impact. About Disney's public image. Walt was seen as a wholesome visionary, but some criticized his controlling nature and high expectations. Rumors of attending pro-Nazi meetings in the 1930s were unproven, and his shy demeanor contrasted with his public Uncle Walt persona, though his optimism and family-friendly brand endured. About Disney's influence and legacy. Walt pioneered animation with Mickey Mouse and Snow White, setting industry standards. Disneyland and Walt Disney World redefined family entertainment, hosting millions annually by 1966. His company grew into a global conglomerate, inspiring generations with its blend of nostalgia, innovation, and wholesome storytelling. About Disney's philanthropic work. Walt supported children's education through his films, donated to hospitals, and created educational shorts for the FBI, including a 1958 Mickey Mouse Club segment on the Bureau. His theme parks funded community projects, reflecting his commitment to family values and societal good. About Disney's advocacy and activism. Walt advocated for innovation in animation, introducing Technicolor and the multi-plane camera. He supported American values during the Cold War, consulted for the 1959 Moscow exhibition, and designed ceremonies for the 1960 Winter Olympics, promoting cultural unity through entertainment. About Disney's other ventures. Walt produced live-action films like Treasure Island in 1950, created TV series Zorro and Davy Crockett, and consulted for the 1959 American National Exhibition in Moscow. He also acted as pageantry committee chairman for the 1960 Winter Olympics, designing its ceremonies. About Disney's controversies and challenges. Walt faced a 1941 animator's strike over labor conditions, losing staff. His 1928 loss of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit to Universal was a setback, and unverified rumors of pro-Nazi sympathies in the 1930s stirred debate, though his focus remained on family entertainment. About Disney's writings. Walt didn't write books but crafted stories for his films, like Snow White and Cinderella, embedding moral lessons. His last written note, Kurt Russell, remains a mystery, penned before his 1966 death, possibly referencing the child actor he admired. About Disney's persona. Walt's 5 feet 10 inches frame, mustache, and warm smile made him Uncle Walt to fans. Shy in private, he played a confident public role, often in suits, embodying optimism and creativity, though his perfectionism sometimes strained relationships with staff. About Disney's hobbies and interests. Walt loved trains, building the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad in his backyard. He enjoyed sketching nature, playing polo in his early years, and collecting miniatures, often incorporating his passions into his work, like the Disneyland Railroad. Thanks for watching. If you loved this deep dive into Walt Disney, hit that like button, leave a comment to share your thoughts, share it with your crew, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content.